Oh boy, I think we may be good to go. Emma, how are we? We good?
$30.
Oh, I'm rolling. I'm already rolling. I'm rolling on my end. We're recording this pod. Wise, you're fucking lawnmower manned up. You're all fucking.
$30.
You're hearing that? You're hearing that power? Those power tools that are running outside?
Ooh, you got a Tim Taylor outside.
Oh.
We gotta beef up Mitch's hog.
I think that's impossible, neighbor.
$30.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of your shit. Looking at my backyard, you fucking nasty freak.
His hog is hanging through a hole in the fence. Wow.
All right, Mitch, I'm gonna say goodbye to you. I'm gonna do my intro, and then we are going to introduce. No, that's how the show works. That's how the format is. I mean, you can stay on if you want. Do you want to stay on?
No.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye, Mitch.
See ya.
And here we go.
$30.
It's time to begin this episode of Doughboys, as we always do, with a little bit of an intro.
$30.
Growing up in a rural town in Kyoto Prefecture, Shigeru Miyamoto never dreamed of becoming a video game designer. After all, the profession didn't even exist at the time. But in 1977, when fresh out of industrial design school, he was hired by playing card and toy company Nintendo to work in its burgeoning arcade division. The path was laid for Miyamoto to become the Shakespeare of his form. After working as an artist and designer on less remembered titles like Sheriff and Popeye, in 1981 he created two icons in one shot with his game Donkey Kong, which, in addition to its barrel-tossing ape antagonist, also introduced mustachioed protagonist Jumpman, aka Mario. Miyamoto followed the arcade sensation with two genre-defining home console classics, Super Mario Bros., which established a side-scrolling platformer, and, if not his masterpiece, the game that set the table for masterpieces to come, The Legend of Zelda. One of the earliest instances of the open-world action RPG. Inspired by Miyamoto's childhood exploration of the caves near his home, The Legend of Zelda sees protagonist Link scour the world of Hyrule to collect pieces of a powerful artifact known as the Triforce, a trio of triangles that grant great power to whoever holds all three. And the Triforce has its own counterpart in the chain restaurant sector. Tricon Global Restaurants, a former Pepsi subsidiary that consists of three brands nearly as iconic as Donkey Kong, Mario, and Zelda themselves.
$30.
KFC, Pizza Hut, and the largest Mexican-American chain in the world. Founded in 1962 in Downey, California by Glenn Bell, who allegedly stole his recipes from neighboring Mexican restaurant Meat La Cafe, then named his concept after himself. Today, the chain has over 7,000 locations worldwide.
Wow.
And while Glenn Bell was hardly as influential and certainly nowhere near as innovative as Shigeru Miyamoto, he still left an imprint on his medium that remains to this day.
$30.
This week, as we kick off the 2021 Doughathon, raising funds for the Restaurant Workers Community Foundation, we return, once again, to Taco Bell.
It's the Dodo Boys! Dodo Boys!
Wow, welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. You've all already been here for the Doughathon 2021.
$30.
But we're going to get into the show. I'm Nick Weiger, and let me introduce my co-host, the Tomorrow S'more, Mr. Slice, Mike Mitchell.
Wow. Fuck you. Tomorrow's s'more?
That was sent in by Jeremy in Ohio, roastspoonman@gmail.com. It's the Doughathon.
Howdy, Doughathon. Wow, we're doing it, Wags.
We're doing it. We're doing
it. Wags, I saw something like $25,000 raised so far. We're halfway to our goal.
We're gonna get to Snack or Whack, and then we're just gonna end the stream because we're gonna hit our goal. I want to get the fuck out of here.
We gotta, no matter what, we have to torture ourselves for hours. It's a part of the deal.
Yes.
Wags, how you doing?
$30.
Exciting 25 hours ahead of us.
Very, very exciting. Thrilling.
Now, I gotta say, I want to warn everyone who's on the stream to not try to stay up for 25 hours. Just knowing our listenership.
Please no.
I think staying up for like 9 hours for our listenership could probably send most of you to cardiac arrest. So So I think that you should just keep a normal schedule.
Wow.
And try to go to bed on a normal time. We'll be here. We're going to capture the stream. Don't try to do this to yourself, right, Wags?
Yes. I would say don't subject yourselves to the punishment that we're subjecting ourselves to, and we're not even doing the full thing ourselves. I'm ducking out for 6 hours. You're ducking out for 6 hours. We're going to get some shut-eye.
$30.
There's going to be a solo Mitch stretch. There's going to be a solo Weiger stretch.
Uh-oh. People are taking back their donations.
$30.
I'm gonna try to do the 25 hours, but I'm the only one who should be doing this, and no one else.
No one else.
Maybe Drop King. Emma might do it, but no one else should do it. If you're watching at home, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Drop King's contract actually specifies that if we ever do a live stream, he must be conscious for all of it. So he's legally bound.
Just do me a favor.
$30.
Don't have a thing where your family has to bury you and then they're like, they stayed up all night.
Yeah.
Watching a fucking fast food stream and they fucking died because of it. You know how that's going to be? It's going to bum everybody out.
It's going to be like, they'll be like, oh my God, your son. Like, how did he die? He was like, it has autoerotic asphyxiation.
Less embarrassing.
Yeah. Mitch, I know you have a drop.
I do have a drop, Nick.
Yes.
How does that work exactly?
So
No
here's what's going to
idea.
happen. You're not going to hear it, but I am going to play it, and hopefully our audience can hear it. If they can't, they're going to tell us. They're going to complain about it. And maybe something in the chat will appear beyond mute alerts, please.
Wow.
So here we go. Let's play a little drop.
You know, I used to be
Hey, that's
self-conscious
my
about
line.
ordering, even though I liked it. The Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Breakfast from IHOP.
Let's play.
You don't have to also say it like you just did.
I'll have the Rudy Tooty.
I'll have the Rudy Tooty.
I'll have the Rooty Tooty.
The Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Breakfast.
They're saying louder.
Ugh, this is embarrassing, but I guess I'll have the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Breakfast from IHOP.
Emma's hearing it.
No, we know, sir. You're in the IHOP. You don't have to say from IHOP.
I haven't heard a thing.
Embarrassing to say, delicious to eat.
Mitch, this was a Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Breakfast drop.
Wow. I didn't hear it at all.
Mm-hmm. But you heard it in advance. We sent it over to you and said, listen to this, it will be on the show. So you know what it was.
Yeah. No, I loved it when I listened to it a few hours ago. Anyway, that drop comes courtesy of Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity, like you said. It comes courtesy of it's Drop King. It was a Drop King drop.
Drop King got back in the game for the Doughathon.
Drop King's back in the game.
Wow.
And just so people know out there, we can't sample anything, you fools. If we sample something, we're going to get booted.
Yes. We
Gotta
got
get the boot.
That's why my intro music was different. We had Look,
They
old
got the
man
bots.
Bezos. Old man Bezos is in there with his army of bots. He's dispatching them to Twitch streams all over the world. This company he owns, Amazon, that owns Twitch, and he is gonna take us down in a heartbeat. He doesn't give a shit if we're raising money for charity. He's trying to destroy this charity under his iron boot.
The bots are circling us like sharks right now because my is so spot on. I think we're playing a fucking episode of South Park in here, for God's sakes.
DMCA it. Wow. But Mr. Bezos, it's for charity. I don't care.
Do it. This is what gets me hard.
You sick fuck.
Fucking
What
sick
was that?
fuck. Oh, nothing, sir.
Mitch,
I'll have you. I'll send you to a fate worse than death. A job in one of the Amazon packaging factories.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a grim fate.
Piece of shit.
We hate him, don't we? We hate him,
Oh wait,
folks.
this is Amazon, right?
Yeah,
Twitch
we're
is
on
Amazon?
Amazon's platform. That's the thing. And honestly, he is probably making money off of this. He is no doubt making money. We're putting money in his pocket. Maybe more money. We're maybe putting more money into Jeff Bezos's pockets than we're putting into the Restaurant Workers Community Foundation, just because of how this shit is monetized.
Dear Lord.
Perverse. What a perverse economy we have.
Wait a minute. Does Bezos, he owns Amazon Prime Video too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Should we introduce our guests?
Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be a Cowan-free cut of the movie that comes out, Wags. Let's introduce them, Wags.
$30.
Let's get them in here. Let's start the show.
Mitch, we're very, very thrilled to have them. And we're going to introduce them both together. And we're not going to have any intro music, unfortunately, because, again, we're going to get DMCA'd if we play anything that's not public domain. I guess we could play She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain or something.
Wow. That's pretty good.
I don't know if I can bring it up quickly. Let's
want
just
me to just sing it?
Okay, you can sing it.
Okay. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Two of our favorites are here. From The Simpsons, Christine Nangle, and from the podcast Carl Calls Us Cousin and Grand Crew, coming soon to NBC, Carl Tart.
She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Yay!
Wow, what a song.
Who's that about?
Woo!
Wow.
What's
Oh
up,
my
guys?
God.
Thank you both so
Christine
much for
Nangle.
being here.
I miss you, Christine Nangle.
I miss you too. I'm echoing.
You're
Wow.
not
really
echoing
bad.
up.
I don't
sound
hear you
fine.
echoing.
You sound
You
great.
sound great.
All right, I'm suffering over here.
Oh,
Nangle,
no.
You
No,
just got
sorry.
your second shot like yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
no.
You're doing us an enormous favor by being here. $30.
Time out on
Okay.
me.
Are you
Are you-
okay? Wow.
Wow.
Well,
All right,
folks,
Nangle's fixing something.
we
How do I
wanted...
sound? Do I sound
You
good?
sound great.
fantastic.
All
And you
right.
seem healthy as hell. So,
Healthy. I just got my 4th shot yesterday. Well, I'm full of this shit. I'm full of this shit, baby. I get a vaccine every week.
Carl, you have been, you were on the podcast very recently, and
Uh-huh.
you mentioned that you were in the process of getting vaxxed, and you were excited to be out and about.
Oh, I'm back in the streets like la da di da di da. That's what Saweetie says. I'm back in the streets, baby. I'm out here.
Wow. What have you been
I
up
love
to? Like, what mischief have you been making?
I've been doing a little mischief. I've been into a little mischief. I've been traveling a little bit. I went to go see my family. I went to go hang out with some friends.
hell yeah.
I'm going out tonight. I was gonna say I didn't know that this was going on for 25 hours. Can I come back late at night after I'm drunk and I come home alone?
100%.
Yeah, why not?
We'd love to have you back.
I'll jump back on. I'll jump back on if you have me.
Wow.
If you will have me.
We're changing
Nangle-
things on the fly.
Nangle, you all right over there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Am I echoing?
Wow.
No,
Not at
we
all,
don't
not
hear you.
on
Are,
our
you
end.
are you echoing on
I'm
the
echoing
stream?
for me, but if I'm good with you, I'm good with Hi, everyone.
Hey, Nang.
Wow.
They say you're not echoing on the stream, it seems like. Tell us,
Great.
stream, is there an echo?
Is,
No echo, no echo.
No echo.
can
You're
I see the
echo
stream?
free.
How do we see the stream?
A lot of Nang gang.
It's the stream is on. You got to go to our Twitch, the Doughboys Twitch.
Yeah, if you go to twitch.tv/doughboys.
No. I'm already on a Walmart site.
We're very
I
we're
knew,
very excited to
like,
have you both.
right before I joined, I was like,
Wow.
oh, they're all gonna have hats on. So I ran and got this.
Pro move.
But this is the hat that I wear when I walk Philby.
Wow,
That joke is big.
that's a
It's a big boy.
that's a California only hat. I would do not. That's a big California hat.
That's
You
the
look like
size
I
of the
look
hat
so
Mitch is
crazy, but
currently
I,
wearing.
That
protect
hat looks
my
like the
skin.
moms that used to be in the stands at my little league baseball games.
Thank
Wow.
I
you.
had those hats on.
And you play very well.
Thank you.
I was one of them. But I protect my skin so well that I look much younger.
Yeah, see?
$30.
Wow, lots of young moms in the stands at these baseball games. No one ever really went to any of my sports games. I was bad.
Wow.
And then I got in on the Thanksgiving Day game for football, and I told you this, Wags. We watched it back at my godparents'
Wow.
house, and
That's right.
they were like, "Here's Mike. He's getting in the game." And then I got pushed back like 15 yards. They like my whole family just saw it, and they were like, "Oh," like
You were
all
on the-
groaned.
You were on the O-line?
Yeah, I was offensive and defensive line. I mean, I didn't know how to play really. That was a part of the issue.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
know
we
what?
got a lot of-
I
You
had
got a lot of
what?
bulk, so you're a big dude. It's probably just a technique issue. I don't think I could move you.
Yeah, you definitely could move me. You gonna fucking try?
Now I kind of want.
Gonna move ya.
We might get DMCA'd for that.
Shit.
Yo, for the Juicy Fruit commercial?
$30.
Yeah, Bezos is on it.
Oh, not Bezos. Man, he gonna put me in the Amazon packing factory.
$30. Okay, we do have a bit of business that I promised I'd get to, which is that Carl, Nangle, you get to decide whether or not we are going to mute alerts for the duration of this episode to make the stream less annoying. So, what do you think? And I know you can't hear them. So, but basically, what's happening is that every time anyone donates a certain amount, you hear a wow.
They hear.
Yeah, that's so
They
annoying.
hear a wow. They hear a wow, and I hear a wow. Emma votes mute in the chat.
Yeah, who does it annoy more, you or the chat?
It annoys half the chat, and
$30.
for the other half of the chat, it basically brings them to climax. The other one half of the chat loves it.
And that includes me.
$30.
Is Mitch and the chat that's coming? Are they donating money?
I think so.
Because we don't need nut. We need money.
We need.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
I have one. I have a very good job. Oh no. Here's what I say is I say mute because people are going to be joining all throughout the 24 hours, and you're going to have to deal with this over and over and over again.
Good point.
Anything to make it less annoying.
Yeah, mute that shit. And get that hair off your microphone, Mitch.
Yeah, people are upset about the hair on my mic.
Yeah, that's nasty.
$30. All right. I'm going to mute.
No.
Oh, God. Incoming mute, and here we go.
Oh,
Wow.
they're pissed. They're pissed off.
People are leaving.
They're so mad. Oh, it's going down. The donation numbers are going down.
They're taking their money back.
They're taking their money back.
Oh, we owe people money now. Wow, it's bad move. People, I just looked in the comment thread and it just said Mitch has pillow hands, motherfuckers.
What does that
Just
mean?
it means that I have big fat pillow hands. I'm just not going to look anymore.
I wonder, was that a football reference? Was that like you have pillow hands because you're soft on the field? Is that an expression?
Yeah, that could maybe be it.
I've never heard that.
Okay, then maybe
Carl,
not.
come on.
Hello.
Now, Nangle, did everything? So your mic didn't work out, it seems, correct?
I think it would have worked the same as these, but the echo it's more of an audio issue.
The echo is too crazy. There was a last minute situation where we were sending Nangle a mic, and if it didn't get you in time, we were going to send Matt Kowalik down to your house with his microphone while he wore a Noid costume.
Yes. Just for you.
But since it worked out, there was no reason to do that. I think he's just now sitting in his Noid costume somewhere. But
that's his loungewear.
we're very glad to have you both here for a good cause. How have you both been doing? Nang, how are you doing? You're walking around with that hat, it seems.
Got the hat, walking around like the Nang DeLorean. Got a mask, sunglasses, purely for skin reasons. I'm good. I'm still working. I just got my shot yesterday, so I have fatigue.
Right.
Lots of it. And don't expect much from me.
You got the Moderna shot?
Pfizer.
Pfizer. I'm a Pfizer. I'm
Pfizer
Pfizer
gang.
family as well. Oh wow,
Pfizer
Pfizer
gang.
family.
Pfizer
Wow.
Ooh, I'm not gonna try to make one of
I'm
those.
not comfortable doing that.
Pfizer.
Wait, is everyone fully vaxxed too?
I've gotten my first shot. I get my second shot next Thursday, so I'll be out and about.
Wow.
Fairly soon.
I gotta say,
my
I'm
lovely
glad.
wife Nally's vaxxed.
I told Nick to get a shot. I had a link for him. He chose not to use it because he said, "Don't pump me up with that 5G." And so I'm happy that he has changed his mind.
He's on board now. He finally.
I have
What's another
serious,
microchip to you, Nick?
Am I quiet to y'all?
I'm hearing
no,
you fine.
you sound good. Is the chat mad at you?
The chat saying that my mic is quiet. That's unfortunate. because these guys can hear me. So too bad, chat. Good night. Listen to it when it comes out. Now I don't know what to, I'm gonna peek if I turn up too much.
Yeah.
Let me try to get closer to it.
Carl, I like it. I like that you're vaxxed. You're out there enjoying yourself. You're vaxxed. You're 2 weeks out. Have you returned to a restaurant yet? That's the big question.
Oh yeah.
Great
Oh
question.
yeah. Yes. I've
Hell
done
yeah.
everything. Why the fuck did I get pumped up with this microchip to be in the house? I didn't want this shit.
I get it. My mom went. Today's my mom's birthday, and she went out to a restaurant for the first time today. It was her first time out. She ventured out to a restaurant for the first time. Had lunch with my godmother Kathy Kiley for the first time in a year. Kathy Kiley and my mom, KK
Kathy.
and my mom.
I know Kathy.
Wow.
Good crew. It would have been a great lunch.
That was the one you got on the Dairy Queen when you got an extra blizzard for Kathy and you got the wrong one.
That's Kathy. That's actually Kathy Wood, but you do know your you know your Kathys. I love that.
Wrong Kathy.
That's
okay.
Kathy. That's Kathy Wood. Both great Kathys. Both very important people to me. I love them. But Carl, I like it. It's you're vaccinated. You're being safe. Go enjoy life again. I like it.
Why not?
What are we staying in the house for? Like there's these people who don't want to. I'm not getting on this horse again. I'm not getting on this horse again. Y'all are trying to bait me into this conversation. I'm not doing it. I am living my life. I'm minding Carl Tart's business, and I'm staying out of everybody else's. My business requires me to be out of the house, back in the streets. The streets are calling my name, and I'm back out here. And what I get pumped up with Donald Trump, microchip, Joe Biden, 5G. I put that in me. So I could go outside, and so I'm gonna be outside.
I like it. You're vaccinated.
You're not outside.
I'm not outside right now, but you see the sun is shining in. It's a beautiful morning.
We're gonna get
DMCA'd.
Yeah.
We've said echo enough times to where that should buy us a couple songs. Nang has said echo so many times. Saying that's an Amazon product. Amazon
That's
Echo.
true.
That's and Carl, I agree. You gotta enjoy your life. If you're vaxxed up, you're being safe. Why the hell not? You should get out there and have fun. And we're not trying to bait you. I truly believe that. So
Carl,
good on
the
you.
chat wants to know if you've seen a movie in the theater.
No, I ain't done that yet.
Not yet.
And that wasn't something that I necessarily wanted to do anyway. I'm not a big going to the movies guy unless it's like a big group of friends.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't really be going to the movies. So if we can't go with a big group of friends, I don't want to do that.
Got it.
But I was in Atlanta last week. And okay, now let me be honest with you. So once we got the vaccine, it was like I'm not scared anymore. I got the damn thing for a reason.
Right.
We lost Nang.
Nagel ran to grab her laptop.
Oh, okay.
I just got a message. Nang has unfortunately passed away due to her second shot of the vaccine.
Oh no.
Man, no.
No! And she got Pfizer? Ah!
Carl, the reason Nick and I are just, I think if there was no pandemic, Nick and I would probably have spent close to the same amount of time indoors. It wouldn't have been too much of a difference. But for you, you like to go out, you like to hang out, you like to have fun.
I'm not built for the inside. I learned that we all learned about ourselves over the pandemic.
Sure.
What I learned was I don't like to be sitting in the house. I'll explain it to you like this. This is how I learned it. I always had an excuse for it. When I was living at home with my mama, I was like, well, my mama bothers me. My mom and my brother, they bother me. I just can't wait to get out. That's why I stay out so much, because I live at home with my mama. Then I moved out and I moved in with roommates, Iffy, family, things like that. Everybody knows Iffy. Shout out to Iffy. I was like, man, I got roommates. I don't want to be at home. I'm confined to my little room in my space. I don't want to be at home. And then I moved into my own place and I'm still like, man, I don't want to be in here. So that's when I had to realize that I want to be out. So this year was very hard for me and I wanted to hang out and I took every opportunity I could to hang out safely. And I was following the rules. I didn't want to. Trust me, I did not want to. I did it for the other people because I'm not selfish.
That's you're right, and that is good. And you know what? There's a lot of people out there in your shoes who didn't do that for other people, and so you weren't being selfish, and you followed the rules, and now you're vaxxed. Go enjoy yourself, be safe, and enjoy yourself.
And let me say this: I care about people so much that I stayed in the house this whole year, besides, doing the safe things that Dr. Fauci and the CDC said were okay. Playing golf. I learned to play golf. I learned to, I bought a lawn chair. I bought a Coleman chair. We got a grill over at Iffy's house so we can sit outside and stuff like that. But once I got this I didn't believe in COVID all year. I still don't think it's real. I stayed inside. I stayed inside for other people because y'all thought it was real. And I love y'all. Everybody in this chat, I stayed inside for you. I don't believe this shit.
Wow.
Who cares about my relative that got it and died and things like that? I don't believe in it. Okay? So, with that being said, I got the vaccine for y'all. Don't believe in the vaccine. It's pumping me up with microchips. I got all these microchips in my arm. I see them crawling around at night, and but I still got it for y'all. So don't judge me for being back in the streets. I was in Atlanta last week. I will say this. I'm joking, of course, but I was out there and I went to a bar and it was so many people in that bar. And I would argue and venture to say that the demographic of the people in this bar, majority were probably unvaxxed. I was probably one of the few vaxxed people in the bar. And we were smoking hookah. And you know how hookah makes the back of your throat kind of sizzle sometimes, when you get hot back of your throat. It was making the back of my throat hot. And I was like, let me stop and let me put my mask on because the roof was moist with condensation. And I was just like, this is a breeding ground for, I know I got in the vax, but this is a breeding ground.
Smart.
Guys, I need to get something to wipe my face. It is so hot in my house. It's hot in LA today, y'all.
Turn on the AC. Toasty. Can you turn on your AC?
It's gonna make too much noise.
Turn it on.
Turn it on.
I'm gonna stop my camera real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, do your thing. Hey, back to us, Wags. Just me and you.
Just the two of us?
Yeah, well, we could. All right,
Nangle's back.
Wow, she popped back in just in time. We didn't know what the fuck to do.
We'll see. Oh no.
What's wrong? You sound great. You sound great. What's wrong?
No, I know I sound great to you, but it's about me and my sanity.
What it feels like from our end is you're having an internal crisis because you're on the Doughboys podcast. What am I doing?
Like I feel like it's halting everything I'm saying because
Nangle,
what?
Nangle, I want to tell people that I too got the second Pfizer shot today, and so it's just a situation where, oh no, oh fuck,
oh
I've
no,
used their...
oh no,
god damn it,
oh no,
oh no,
oh, Mitch got teleported to Pleasantville.
Quick,
Mitch, get out of Pleasantville.
Shoot a basket, you'll make it.
That was too pleasant.
Swish.
Still. Wow, Pleasantville cam. Look, I got little tricks up my sleeve.
I didn't know you could do that. Are you doing that in Streamlabs or in StreamYard?
Yeah, no, I'm doing it with my own shit.
Wow, snazzy.
Pleasantville. Bunch of Karens live in Pleasantville.
I want to talk to the manager.
Nangle, I wanted to ask you because I have made a life decision, at least for all of 2021. We'll see if it carries on in subsequent years, but I have not eaten meat this entire year or fish. I'm vegetarian. And so part of it's been an interesting challenge with this podcast to figure that out, and that affects today's chain, which we'll get to in a bit. But you're someone who hasn't eaten meat for a long time. You're still a vegetarian?
No, and I was never a vegetarian, Nick.
Wow, you fucked up big time.
I thought you only ate fish.
I eat fish, but I think that's meat. I think that is
okay. You're a pescatarian. You don't eat meat.
Right.
Nick, I got to give you a big old dumbass on that
one. Oh man, imagine if people could donate and hear a dumbass emote.
Maybe we can get that up and going before this all ends. But go on, Nang.
Sorry,
let's hear it.
Go ahead.
What was the question?
The question was like, how you haven't eaten meat for a while, and how's that been like are you sticking with that? Have you ever been tempted at any point to get back on the meat train?
That's not true. I do eat meat.
Wait, hold on. Okay, well, I meant fish. Like obviously you eat fish, but like putting
I consider fish meat.
Okay, all right. So you don't eat anything. You don't eat land or bird animal or air animals. You only stick to the sea and to rivers and lakes. So
I eat eggs.
Okay, so all right, that's fine.
Air animals?
Your
Like
birds, your
hawks.
bats, what have you. Your hawks,
Yeah,
your
and-
owls.
I only eat Chinese bats. And
Oh, no.
fish.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
bats in rural China.
Oh no.
It's kind of just normal now, and in some ways it makes things easier because it gets rid of a lot of options.
Right.
But sometimes also that makes it harder. And I found that in pandemic, I just kind of order the same stuff over and over again because it's just easier.
What has your go-to been?
For ordering, it is always, I think it's the restaurant you told me about, Nick, actually. It's Mercado, a Mexican place.
Oh yeah, Mercado's
Oh
great.
yeah, Mercado.
It's like upscale
Hey Nick,
Mexican.
I told you about Mercado.
I don't take credit for Mercado. I knew about
I
Mercado.
will take credit. Oh, this is bullshit. All right, fine, whatever.
Well, thanks, Mitch. It's great.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Go back to Pleasantville.
So I get the fish taco from there. It's real super good. It's kind of like there's two really good ones, and I can usually just eat one and then eat the next one for the next day.
Wow.
So how's it going for you?
Good.
It's been going.
Oh.
That was me about not eating meat. That was not just
I'm,
to you
oh,
generally.
all right. No, things for me are good. I'm eating meat,
go ahead and
having
answer,
fun.
Not me though.
Chicken wings, burgers, having a blast. But Nick, how about you?
It's been good. I mean, I'm not eating meat. It's been pretty. I will say that I had the thing I missed the most, and this surprised me, is not a steak, not a burger. Even though I am the burger boy, it's chicken. I'm craving chicken all the time, like wings,
Wow.
fried chicken, rotisserie chicken. It's what like just like that feeling of this very specific craving of like biting into a flat of a chicken wing. You know, and like getting all that meat out of there, getting all that skin off of there. It's so I want that exact flavor.
Nick, the chat is asking, how do you do your tongue when you have it between the two bones of a flat? How do you do your tongue to get that meat out of there?
I extract that bad boy.
Let's see it.
Give
Let's
us
see a visual.
It's like a kind of like a and then kind of like a
Yeah.
kind of slurp that out of there and slurp it
It's
back up.
interesting that the physical action is one of the things that you miss, as opposed to the taste.
Well, yeah, the taste of it is part, but maybe we don't just like drink a slurry, you know, like texture is a big part of consuming food, and like the texture of like crisp skin, and I don't know, I'm really been craving that specifically, but also it's like that's a thing, a wing you can't really get a great vegetarian version of. There's just no equivalent. There's nothing that scratches that itch in the same way. I had one vegan chicken sandwich that was pretty good, but overall it's been. That's been a big gap in my diet that I've missed.
Have you tried jackfruit?
I've
you
never
tried
tried
preparing
jackfruit.
So there's a grocery store down the street from my house called Superior, and they got big ass jackfruits. You should go get you one and try to make you like some pulled chicken flavored stuff. Also, you know, my brother's vegetarian, and he used to eat the Morningstar nuggets.
Okay.
Those don't taste terrible. Those aren't terrible.
I'll give them a go.
Nick, you say you miss crisp skin.
Yeah.
Like a crisp, like a crispy. You want a crisp skin. We're talking George Hamilton here. We're talking
Yeah.
you know
what I mean.
Like just the sensation of biting into the crispness is what.
Don't try to lecture me. You're doing
I'm
some
not trying to
lector
lecture
shit.
you.
You're doing like
I'm
Weiger's
not
a serial killer. Look at this
I'm
lector
not-
here. Look at Mads Mikkelsen. Look at Anthony Hopkins over here, winning the first Oscar, the one he deserved. Like
You are not.
That wasn't his first Oscar.
That wasn't his first Oscar?
No, he won for
No.
Silence of the Lambs.
Before Silence of the Lambs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was referencing
No,
the
he
Silence
won-
of the
I think
Lambs
he
one,
won
maybe
for
in a confusing
Silence of
way.
the Lambs.
Don't you dare try to compare yourself to Mads Mikkelsen. If anything, you are Anthony Hopkins in The Father, not fucking, not Silence of the Lambs.
I do wish I was Mads. The chat is saying I wish I was Mads. Of course.
You drink
Of course,
like
I
him
wish
in
I was
that movie.
Mads.
Did you see that movie where he drinks? Where they drink? They decide that they're gonna drink during the day to up their blood alcohol content.
Another round.
Another round. It's good. I liked it a lot. It was
I
good.
haven't seen it, but I've heard good things.
Can we
Isn't
turn
that why
down?
you drink?
Someone asked if well, they do it to like they function better at like just like a smaller hybrid. Someone asked if they could turn my head size down 10%.
That's good.
Don't look at the chat. Chat is cruel. Just
Now,
all your
Nick-
deepest insecurities are being exposed to the surface.
Now, Carl, I want to ask you as far and Nang, this goes for you too. It's a two guest question.
Okay.
What
Is
are
it about
what,
eating meat? Because I do eat meat because I believe fish are meat.
it is about eating meat. I didn't fuck it up like Wags.
Okay.
What are some places that you haven't been to that you want to go back to now that the world is a little bit more normal, places that you couldn't go? Or what are some of those go-to places, Nang, you were saying that you had some go-to spots for a while now. Is there anything that you've been hitting up a lot as far as fast food or chain restaurants, or is there any places that you're looking forward to go to now that things are slowly coming back?
It's a great question.
I think so too.
I order from Mercado a lot.
Oh,
It's this restaurant I heard about. From
that's
you, I
right.
think.
That's right. This was a question that was answered. Carl, how about you?
No chain restaurants I have missed because they all remained open, and I was there. I was there throughout the whole thing. I will say there was a restaurant that I really liked on Sunset called Cliff's Edge. They did not survive the Pandeezy.
No.
So that was a bummer.
Oh, Cliff's Edge in Silver Lake.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cliff's
they
Edge
had
is
such
gone.
good
They,
martinis and stuff.
yeah, they had good everything. I really enjoyed their food.
That sucks.
I don't know if
God, what a
anywhere
bummer.
else that closed that I was like, damn, that closed. Like, I don't think anything else
Well,
that I
for
was
me,
like, huh?
Cafe 101 in the
That's a big
ArcLight.
casualty.
yeah.
Cafe 101 was.
What? Carl,
Carl.
Listen, here's the thing about a diner. I don't like when I have to order a la carte. Maybe that makes me trashy. I want a Grand Slam. I want a Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity, a Lumberjack Slam. I want a big ass meal. I don't want to go there and they like, well, if you want one pancake, it's $5. If you want two, it's $7. Up, if you want eggs, that's another $8. Up, if you want this, no, give me a plate of food. I didn't like Cafe 101. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Carl, the microchip has changed you. I feel like you.
The microchip has made me more opinionated. I never liked Cafe 101. I never said I liked Cafe 101. It was always my least favorite place on the block to eat.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like Cafe 101. There was a good turkey burger there. Now that one of my go-to turkey burgers is gone. And then the place next door to my trainer, I'd get a turkey burger next door to my trainer after I did some training. Or sometimes I just skip training and go get a turkey burger, but they're gone. Everest in Glendale was gone.
Oh, Everest was pretty good. They had a good chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah, Everest in Glendale is gone, and the ArcLight, of course, is gone as well.
ArcLight, the movie theater. I've never been to Everest. I would say that how I feel about Cafe 101, 101 Coffee Shop is I liked it, didn't love it, but it was like an okay spot to sit down and have a meal. One place that's closed that you and I both loved, Mitch, was BS Taqueria first closed and then Broken Spanish closed for good, which are two of the better Mexican
needs to come back.
spots in LA on the more high end.
BS Taqueria, is that the one that they had at the Staples Center, Nick?
Yeah, they had one of those at the Staples Center. It's been, I think I don't know if that's even still there. Yeah, real
It's
bummer.
kind of like there was a snap for businesses and people.
You're right, but it was like there was a snap for businesses, but what remained were like chain restaurants. What remained were like your Chase Banks, your CVS's.
Yeah,
It's a bummer.
The follow up
yes.
of and people. The follow up of and people. Why should we announce to everyone that the Doughboys are buying the ArcLight Cinerama Dome?
That's right. That's what this
We're
is
gonna
all
be-
a scheme for.
We're going to be playing audio files in the big dome. You can go in and listen to You could listen to this very podcast episode in the dome.
Wow, how it's meant
These
to be.
motherfuckers would sell that out. I guarantee you.
It's true. I will say that we won't announce that, Mitch, but we will announce something real. First up, C-Banks donated $500. Amazing.
Let's go, C-Banks.
But over, like, in a larger sense, we have hit a threshold that I thought we might not hit over the course of this entire stream. The Doughathon has raised $30,000.
Wow.
Whoa.
How about that?
30,000
in 1 hour. I don't think we're going to keep up this frantic pace throughout
That
the
was
Doughathon.
just for one date with me for this auction? That's amazing.
I'll match it.
Carl bidding versus the entire Doughathon charity.
Right. I heard 30,000. No, you have to say like 31,000 or something, Carl.
31,000. I want to know where all you motherfuckers get this money from. Everybody, put your job in the chat. I'm not reading the chat. Just put your job in it.
All right.
Wait, I wanted to say something about Cliff's Edge.
Oh yeah.
One time I went on a date there and I got picked. It was like the first time or whatever. I went on a date and this Lyft picked me up and I was nervous and I was like just talking constantly to this Lyft driver about this date and how I was nervous, whatever. And it kind of also wasn't really a date and I wasn't sure and I didn't care either way. But the person was so nice. And then he pulls up and he goes, I just dropped a guy off here who I had the same exact conversation with.
Wow.
And he had dropped off my date to Cliff's Edge before I got there.
Wow.
Yeah.
How wild.
Man, what a dork. Did you dump him on the spot?
What?
Fucking nervous little dork. He should have fucking walked away.
It's okay if I'm nervous. It's not okay if a man is nervous.
Well, we should get to this week's chain, Taco Bell, which we are reviewing for the 5th time. Founded in 1962, part of the Yum Brands triumvirate. Removed, then re-added potato items during quarantine, controversial, and it has recently been booted from the Platinum Plate Club.
Wow.
So right now it is on the outside looking in, but it can get back in, either tonight or tomorrow night when we review Taco Bell again at the end of the Doughathon.
We're reviewing Taco Bell twice in the Doughathon.
Will our thoughts change? We'll see.
Well, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. I messed with my warmth. The warmth on my webcam. I messed with the warmth, and now I'm not happy with where the warmth is, if that makes sense. So this is no warmth. That's no warmth at all. And this is too much warmth. That's a lot of warmth.
You look like you went from an ice world to a lava world.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh,
the icy wastelands of Hoth, and then you're on Tatooine.
Or what is the other one from
Mad Max? Mad Max. You playing the guitar on that truck.
Carl, would you be...
the chat is correcting me.
Carl, would you be willing to give away your sweat towel to the highest bidder tonight?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You can have this shit. I got it at Home Goods.
What if Carl just like handed it to me? We were like,
oh my God. Cheesy Fingers just donated $1,000, $1,000 with a message, you song did nothing wrong.
Cheesy Fingers is gonna wipe off those fingers with Carl's sweat towel.
Yeah.
Wait, Carl, hand me your towel.
Here we go.
Wow. Incredible.
Wow. That is fantastic.
Wow. My Steelers towel. My terrible towel.
God, terrible. They hit the nail on the head with that. That is certainly a terrible towel. Man, new Patriot Mac Jones. Of course, that's who we got.
Of course, because that is the best pick. That is going to be with them big ass childbearing hips he got. Boy, he was switching down that aisle, wasn't he? Ooh, heck yeah. That's a wide boy. Oh, those hips gonna be dropping back. I want to see him do that Dak dance. He's
got to do that pregnancy yoga with hips like that.
Oh yeah.
If I just had a list of things on my top 3 things for a drafted Patriots player, number 1 would be to draft someone who did not dress in a problematic costume. He dressed in blackface back in the day, so
back in the day, he's 21.
He is 21. a few years ago.
Wait, I think that there's like a metric, like ages and stuff, of what part of the country you're in, and there's like different meters they dial up and dial down for like whether or not you should have known better.
Well, I was gonna say, so 5 years ago, so 2016. It seems like a very
right. That's a choice.
It was a different time. Kiss my ass, Mac Jones. He fits the as soon as I saw him still on the board and the Patriots were coming up, I said, "Come on to the Saints, Cam. They got their quarterback."
I love Cam.
And the shittiest part is Mac Jones gonna be a fucking beast. I guarantee you.
He might be good.
He's gonna be so good under that system.
Cam might have a better year this year with a lot of new Patriots players back. We're gonna a year under the system for Cam. I think he's gonna have a good year because I don't think Mac is gonna be playing the whole year. So I think it's gonna be good. Dangle, are you not liking the football talk? Were you an Eagles fan? Are you an Eagles fan?
I sometimes if it helps with a bit that I'm doing.
Are you a 76ers fan? You're wearing the hat.
I am. I'm just a Philadelphia fan in general.
Got it.
It's hard sometimes to be just a football fan. It's hard to care about football. And I did, when I lived in Pittsburgh for 5 years, I did start to really get into the Steelers because it was fun because everyone was into the Steelers. But then Ben Roethlisberger was around, and that wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
So I just I enjoy watching stuff, but football especially, it's hard to get excited about.
It's tough. I love it, but a sport that should maybe be illegal, but it is one of my favorite sports to watch.
Wait till you see Mac Jones' thighs.
Really? Could they bear children?
Them hips don't lie.
They
lie.
They are very much childbearing hips. Wags, you know what? I'm going to take a little control now here.
Oh, wow. I love it. Here, you know what? I'm putting you into first position.
What the fuck? I don't like this. Oh, man. I made fun of that guy for being nervous earlier. Now I'm scared just because my box changed. Nang, how do you feel about Taco Bell as a meat eater? You eat fish. Not a lot of fish options on the Taco Bell menu, but plenty of beans, plenty of cheese, plenty of sour cream, a lot of stuff that you can eat.
Yeah.
Do you frequent Taco Bell often?
Yeah, because I love meat.
That's right.
Meat-filled tacos. No, I don't. I haven't been there in a really long time. I went there with my nephews a couple of years ago. It's just not something that's really on my radar. I almost walked into a Del Taco, just not paying attention because I kind of see them as the same.
Wow.
But I know there's a lot for a lot of vegetarians or people who are vegetarians for religious reasons eat at Taco Bell. And there was a story that I read in like the fall about Indians being. I stand on a balance board when I'm standing at my desk.
Ooh,
you're standing on a balance board?
Yeah.
I'm standing too.
So if I'm moving around, it's because I'm balancing. But Indian Americans were upset that Taco Bell pulled like their seven layer burrito or taco. 7-layer quesadilla.
Yeah, no, 7-layer burrito. Yeah.
Burrito. So that was interesting. I was reading about that.
Yeah.
So there are options. They just don't taste good.
Yeah, that was the 7-layer was vegetarian, I believe, right, Nick? It was beans, cheese, sour cream, guacamole, lettuce. I think in there was a lot of stuff in that 7-layer.
And one of my TB go-tos back from when I still ate meat because I still like it. I like that, and I like the 8-layer veggie burrito they have at Del Taco. I'm more of a Del Taco fan than a Taco Bell fan, but I patronize both chains. And I will say, from a vegetarian perspective, the Taco Bell app is great. And it has a specific veggie craving section, which designates all of their options that are. It used to be you had to go into the app and customize, like I'm going to put in black beans instead of meat in this taco. It used to have to like go through those steps. You can still do that, but now they're all prefab and they're ready to go. And they have like a quesalupa black bean, which I got, and that one's already there. They have a quesarito that's the same concept. So like that stuff's all prefab. The spicy potato soft taco is on there, the bean burrito, the cheese quesadilla. It's all just laid out for you. So if you are a vegetarian, it's the easiest thing in the world to order and make sure you're abiding by your diet. Mitch, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm trying to move the whole table closer to me. I'm trying to relax a little bit more. You guys mentioned that you were standing up, made me want to relax more. I need to lay back.
Thank you for handling the relaxation for us.
All right, good. I like it here. It's safer. Carl, how about you? Are you actually put me back in the first position?
Okay.
Carl, have you visited Taco Bell during quarantine at all? Have you been hitting up Taco Bell?
Yes, I have. I live close to one. I love Taco Bell. In my opinion, Taco Bell is one of the most consistent fast food places. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know how some days I got a taste for a Big Mac and McDonald's fries. Some days I got a taste for a Whopper. Some days I got a taste for a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Some days but Taco Bell.
I'll tell you something.
Go ahead.
bad news when you got a taste for all of them on the same day. That can happen to you too, where you want to eat all of them.
And none of those restaurants are on a four corner. Have you done a four corner before? Where it's like I want a burger from here, but I want fries from here, but I want nuggets from here.
I've done that before. Yes, yeah. It makes you feel very pathetic. It's
Oh yeah. And you hide your bags for the other restaurants too. It's like, can't see. But Taco Bell always has something that I would be like, I'll just go get that. Like that's always like the last option. And what the last option should be, I should go to the grocery store and get something to cook. But that's too much energy. Run down to Taco Bell. I know I can get something on that menu, whether it be something complex or something very simple. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a fan of Taco Bell. I'm a fan of
I feel like hearing you guys talk about like having a taste for something, I think in the pandemic that almost never happened to me. Like I kind of didn't think about like, oh, I could really go for pizza. Or I could really go for this. For the first time in my whole life, I'd be like, oh, right, food, gotta eat. Did I eat already? Can't remember.
Wow.
So that's why it kind of was helpful to just have like the same like thing that I got once a week or something, or just eat a lot of cereal and oatmeal and rice and stuff.
I still ate out a lot during the pandemic, for the most part, and not until I came home under my mama's care did I start eating a lot more home cooked meals, and that's so I still get the excuse every week with the show. But I was eating out a lot more when I was in LA by myself. Just bags and bags of fast food all over the floor.
Yes, we definitely did a lot more home cooking. Like that just became a thing of like, oh, we're doing this a minimum of like 5 times a week. We're just having a dinner made at home. Like that's just like a baseline. And that didn't used to be the case because I like going out to restaurants and also I'm lazy. And Mitch, you and I share that where just sometimes you just feel like grabbing something. And so and so COVID has kind of engendered, we're like doing a lot more home cooking. I do like to get out of the house though. Like I will find myself, and what I did with one of these Taco Bell trips is I just went out. I do this often. I got my meal and I'll either just like eat at a park bench or like sit in my parked car just to be out of the house for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Don't act like that's pathetic.
You're sitting on a bench, like you're like a more boring Forrest Gump that has no stories.
Well, that makes it. That's when Natalie would call me and be like, "All right, he's finally gone. Holy shit, I can speak freely."
I was wondering, Nick. I was wondering how the fuck she must be dealing with you in the house this entire year. I mean, it must be a nightmare for her.
I think she's having a great time.
No, that's bullshit.
She told me she said, it's great to have you around so much. She said, you know what? Hey, I'm having the time of my life.
Thanks, buddy. I'm going to go get some lunch and sit on a bench, buddy. Okay.
What is your anti-bench? Benches are good.
Benches are good. You love to sit.
I have no problem with benches. What the hell, Nangle?
It seems like it was about benches.
Come up and shit in your food, and you can't tell if it's sour cream or bird shit. You don't want that.
Weiger's trying for that. He's trying to get lucky with that. Now, Nick,
I'm some shit-eating freak.
Yeah, I do.
Call me a robot. Don't say I fucking eat bird shit. It's disgusting.
You eat bird shit.
I would never. I'd be horrified.
Guys, I have the
doth protest
chat
too
up
much
here, and I keep looking at the chat, and people are saying that they think I'm doing something else. I'm not. I'm looking at the chat.
Are you writing Bart lines?
I'm writing Bart lines in this side.
Are you writing Bart lines?
I only write Bart lines. They hire you to write for specific characters.
People really think that. People ask me. I've gotten DMs where people will say, "Hey, which character do you write for on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? You write for Terry, right?" And
all the time. No. I get that too.
No, I don't write for Terry.
It really is one of the first questions you get. Even I got it from like a dentist, a new dentist recently, who I was recommended to by another TV writer, and she asked me that, and I was like, "How do you not have this conversation all the time with people, or is it just a? I mean, it's a way into a conversation, I guess."
Ooh, I would not trust that dentist. Have you ever written in your script "I caramba"? Has that happened? Did you do it yet?
Great question.
There's a keyboard shortcut for that.
Wow. I now remember I worked at The Simpsons, and I know that there is no Final Cut. It's an old Microsoft Word. I mean, did they still do that? Is it still the Microsoft Word
It's
tabs?
still Word. Yeah, I
Oh
write
my
my script in
God.
Final Draft when I give it to the writer's assistant, and I say, "Hey, figure it out."
Institutional inertia is really something. They can just be sort of like, this is how we've always done things, so that's how we're going to keep doing things. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't
what
know how it is at
technology
SNL
advances.
now, but when I was there, it was the same thing. We used like a weird.
What?
Yeah.
These 30-year-old places, they went with Word and they stuck with
I
Word.
know. I was there from 83 to 87.
The Terry Sweeney years.
Yeah. I wrote just for Sweeney.
Wow.
I'm
Couple
telling
good
you, you got to
seasons
get a
there.
visor. It keeps you young.
Did you get Robert Downey Jr.? Was Robert Downey Jr. in there? Anthony Michael
Yeah, but I got
Hall?
him fired.
That's that whole
Wow.
85 season.
that
83
was the
you still
85.
had Robin Duke. Eddie Murphy's last season.
Was 83 was Eddie Murphy's last season?
Yeah. 83
Holy
is his last season.
shit.
Kind of in and out
Dude.
right after 48 hours.
You
Eddie
really
Murphy-
know your SNL.
Yeah. I do.
I've noticed you,
Once
you
Ego
absorb
got the
facts.
job, I read it all. No, I'm just playing.
You absorb facts like a sponge. Like you know so much. You know about certain subjects. You know so many details that you can just recall.
Thank you,
It's
Nick.
It's ridiculous, right? it's like it's dumb. But yes, I do. I can't rattle off a bunch of facts about a bunch of dumb shit.
Now I can rattle off a bunch of dumb shit about The Simpsons, Nangle, since we are both Simpsons alum now. Wags, you're a Simpsons alum too.
How so?
You were in the fucking show, you
Oh,
idiot.
right. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got drawn. I thought you.
Yeah.
I never worked for it.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
you're
I got-
in it.
Yeah, I had a physical appearance. I'm like standing mutely in a frame of The Simpsons. Very exciting. How about that? I got Simpsonized.
Very cool.
Which, let's be real, that's basically you having dialogue because that's what your character would be doing anyways.
That was the episode I did a voice in too.
Wow, that's
Amazing.
right. The
That's tight.
podcasting episode.
Let
Now,
me ask you this.
Yeah, I did. It was a temporary thing at the table read. They just were like, do it for the table read, and then they liked it so much I did it in the show.
That's tight.
Wow.
When all the shows were getting woke last year, I auditioned for Carl Carlson and Roy
wow.
Dr. Hibbard and what's the other black dude? Bleeding Gums Murphy. And,
wow.
I'm kidding.
Bleeding Gums. The police officer.
Yeah.
Carl, you know what's
Al?
what's kind of fucked up?
What was it?
I too auditioned for this.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
boy.
ridiculous. Because I know you. Because
Yeah,
you know,
I
Carl.
blocked those. I don't even think they made them to the producers.
That's crazy because you know what I felt good about Dr. Hibbert.
Right.
I felt good about Dr. Hibbert.
Can we hear a little?
Can you hear it? Can you hit us
Yeah,
with
let's-
Hibbert?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
it was great.
I felt good about that one. And then a chief.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
And what was the other one? Carl. I didn't feel good about Carl.
Carl.
I didn't feel good about that one.
Your name is Carl.
That doesn't
How about
mean that
that?
I sound like him.
You're Carl, and
Yeah.
Carl Carlson is what you struggled with. I wonder if you're
What
too
a
You
close
don't
to
have
it.
to sound like any other Carl but yourself, honey.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you,
This
man.
is the only Carl I care about.
I couldn't do a Hank Azaria impression. That's my guy though.
Yeah, that's tricky. Let's get in.
I auditioned during that time frame. I auditioned for Marge.
Let's hear your Marge.
Lisa,
It's pretty good.
come to bed, Lisa.
All of your Simpsons characters are very good, but they're all from the first 3 seasons.
All right, we got to talk Taco Bell because we only have so much time here. I got the veggie quesadilla, the spicy potato soft taco, the bean burrito, which also comes with cheese, and the cheese quesadilla. I will say that these were all great. For me, the spicy potato soft taco was the standout. I really did like the texture of the quesadilla because I just like that conceptually. I love the cheese and I love the crunch. But that spicy potato soft taco is so satisfying. And I don't even love flour tortillas, soft flour tortillas. But I mean, it works well for this chain item. The bean burrito, I will always prefer the Del Taco bean and cheese burrito to the Taco Bell bean burrito. That's just how I feel like the Taco Bell bean burrito is maybe a little too oniony. My buddy Brandon from high school would always be like, no onions on the Taco Bell bean burrito. Brandon might be watching. What's up, Brandon? He's also real. He's a real guy. Is a friend I had in high school that I still keep in touch with. So anyway, so this guy would be like, hey, no onions. And then I copied that.
This is a fucking Babadook scenario. Weiger's got his own Babadook.
I also think the cheese quesadilla is not cheesy enough. It's just like a lot of tortilla. And I love a quesadilla, but for the amount that you're spending for that, I have a hard time justifying the cost. Mitch, what did you get for your... Oh, and I also got the wild strawberry lemonade freeze.
I wanted that so bad.
It was great. It was
like
had a little bit of tang to it from the lemonade. The strawberry flavor was great. It was super duper satisfying. I was about to go to bed,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that it tasted like shit because you got it and I didn't. I wish
you
that
gotta
it was
get
bad.
it. You're gonna love it. It's fantastic. I will say I couldn't drink all of it because I was about to go to bed and I didn't want to be hyped up on sugar all night. But it was delightful. I saw someone in the chat mention that they prefer fire sauce to Diablo sauce, and I fully agree. I am, as you know, something of a heat seeker. I like spicy foods, but the flavor of the Diablo sauce.
So, but that means you're no longer a meat seeker.
I'm no longer a meat seeker.
Fire has that episode too. When we were in Philly, what did I say? Skeet seeker?
Yeah, I think he's skeet seeker.
Might have been skeet seeker. It's a better. I mean, it's just a more flavorful sauce. I'm with the fire sauce all the way. It's just.
I'll see your fire.
It's just spicy enough. Go ahead.
I'll see your fire sauce and raise you a mild sauce. I think the mild sauce is the best. Carl knows what's up. I'm
agreeing with you.
It's the best tasting one. Let me get out my receipt from Taco Bell. Here it is. This is the full receipt here, Wags. It's a long boy.
Look at that.
Let's read it right now. Here we go. I got myself a quesalupa with beef. Now I got to say this.
Bring the receipt up again. I just want to make sure everyone gets. Okay, there we go. There we go now.
Okay, I got the quesalupa with beef. And I got to say, I it had a good crunch. Mine tasted good, but are you getting enough cheese in that pouch like you want? You know what I mean?
Right.
Is there
what are we looking at?
It's my receipt.
This is Mitch's receipt. I just want everyone to get some context.
It's the back of your receipt?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got myself a beefy 5-layer burrito. This is good content. Are the numbers going up?
I always love seeing the back of the thing that someone's looking at.
The bar is empty somehow.
It was a dog. It was a hot dog, and I accidentally ate the buns.
Oh boy.
Beefy 5-layer burrito. And I also got a beefy with beef, a cheesy gordita crunch. And Wags, I got the beefy potato-rito with these new potatoes that are back. And I also got something I never got before, the chicken Chipotle melt.
Damn. How about that?
And I got myself a large Baja Blast, hopefully going to help keep me awake for the next 25 hours.
Get some sleep. You have sleep budgeted in the schedule.
I know.
You have a chunk where you're supposed to nap.
I might have to nap. I'll just say this. It was all good. Everything was good. Carl, you make a good point how it's usually good. Sometimes you can. I think the issue with Taco Bell, more than it being bad Taco Bell, is you're more likely to get your order fucked up, which does happen.
Right. Oh my gosh.
At Taco Bell, yeah.
And it's so much more now that is Rona time. It's so much more condescending for you to open up that sticker on the bag and check.
Yeah, they put this.
Y'all got everything in here? Yes, sir. We got everything. We got a long line. If you could please move it along. I'm just gonna check because I know sometimes. I'm gonna order something and forgot it.
Let me get my letter opener out and open up this bag.
I got a story for you. One night I went, ordered a large Baja Blast just like you just did, and I said, "Can I make sure I get a straw?" Yes, sir. It'll be in the bag. Because last time y'all didn't give me a straw. Okay, yes, it'll be in bag, sir. I get the bag. It's really fast. Get the bag. It's sealed. I said, so you put a straw in here? Yes, sir. It's in the bag. Okay. I drive off. Guess what's not in the fucking bag?
The straw.
Yeah. I had to drink my large Baja Blast like a savage. Ice too cold for my front chompers.
Wow.
And I was upset because I ain't got no straws in my house.
And these are the people we're sending donations to, Wags. Stop the donations.
This whole thing.
They have those.
Stop them.
straws you can carry and reuse.
That's true.
I'll send you one.
That's true.
The reusable straws, yes.
Too cold for my teeth.
That they
So
are
the-
metal. Some
the
of them are
metal-
metal.
I'll send you some Sensodyne too.
Yeah, that's it down. 8 out of 10 dentists recommend.
Eight out of 10 dentists think that you write for one individual character when you write for a TV show.
Some people are saying straw koozie. I've never heard of a straw
Never
koozie
heard of
before. I'll say this. The
Yes.
quesadilla, I just wish that there was more cheese in there, but this was like the best version of a quesadilla I could have had, so it worked really well for me. The beefy 5-layer burrito is good. This is actually what this one was a little the layers weren't, it was like shorter than it usually was, so it wasn't the best item I had, but it was still, of course, very good and hot and fresh. The cheese gordita crunch, it's always the best, but I ate mine late, Wags, and it fucking Freddy Kruegered up. It melted to the wrapper. So I was pulling it off the wrapper, and its skin was sticking to the paper and ripping off.
And it was like, that's a wrap, bitch.
Nice. That's good.
Kind of thing Freddy might say, kind of quip he might have in a Freddy movie.
I liked it a lot. It did say a line just like that.
Right.
And I gobbled it down. My beefy potato-rito was really good. The potatoes were crispy. It just tasted nice. I'm telling you, it was fantastic.
That's a lot of stuff for such a short receipt.
This is a very long receipt. The chicken chipotle melt I had never had before, and I was upset when they took away the loaded griller, the Chipotle loaded griller or whatever it was.
Right.
But this is a nice in between. I'm gonna get this one again. This is a nice one. It's not big. It's kind of tiny. I enjoyed it. And then my large Baja Blast, which kicked ass. I'll say this: it's at the Quincy Taco Bell, which is a half KFC, half Taco Bell. And
I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the KFC. I'm at the motherfucking
DMA seed.
Yeah.
I was trying to make that fit. Oh, whatever. You get
It's
it.
all right. Close enough.
I was trying to make it fit into the song. I said this to Wags when we reviewed KFC recently. I don't like the split restaurants. I don't like the
I
split
agree.
restaurants.
Fully agree. Master of none.
You just won.
I don't think
Master
you're
of
allowed to say
none.
that. I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore.
Master of none.
Oh boy.
No. No. About
What are you allowed to
split
say?
Restaurants.
Oh,
Oh my
a lot of complaints about restaurants as we try to build up donations about. But look, that's why we love them. They deal with this shit all the time, and we love them. And I just gotta say, I got out of my car. I got there at almost 7 p.m. We were gonna jump on. We were gonna jump on to test things out at 7:30 tonight, and fucking the line was into the street, into Hancock Street, Wags.
Wow, not Hancock Street.
Hancock Street, named after the Will Smith movie Hancock. All the way out into Hancock Street. I had I parked on Hancock Street, and I walked in, and then this drove me nuts. Went in there to order, and I marked the last car that before I would have gotten in. The cars beat me. The drive-through was more efficient. I should have never left my car. It took longer going inside.
Here's my theory. I'm going to say this.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Like
insane.
with chalk.
Yeah, I walked up to his car and I said, "Hold on." I marked the car with chalk.
Right. Okay.
Here's my theory. Here's my working theory. That move never pays off. You can't beat the drive-through. There's never that gambit of I'm going to park and I'm going to go in and I'm going to place my order at the kiosk and I'll pick it up and it'll be faster than the drive-through. It never works out. Everything I've tried it, every time I've tried it, it's been a debacle. And I've similarly seen that same car that I would have been behind beat me out of the restaurant.
Fuck. It was truly fucked up.
Yeah.
It made me sad. And then I rushed back here. I had 10 minutes to eat all that food, and I did. I ate all that food within 10 minutes.
Yes.
And now it's just going to sit in me for 25 hours until I eat it again. But, Nick, when Taco Bell hits, it hits.
Yes.
And my Taco Bell hit, and Carl makes a great point that they usually, there's not a lot of times where you get Taco Bell and you're like, this is a gross Taco Bell.
Right.
More so, like we said, your order gets messed up in one way or the other. And this one hit. It was good. I was enjoying it. Big thumbs up.
Well, Carl, Nangle, let's get to your Taco Bell experiences. Carl, let's start with you.
Okay, so what I ordered, I decided today that I was going to make a pizza with my new stand mixer that I so graciously received from Lauren Lapkus and Mike Castle.
Wow.
And I started the dough process. I made the dough. The dough is now sitting. I'm not going to make that pizza today. I'm going to put that dough in the fridge and make it tomorrow because I went and bought 6,000 calories worth of Taco Bell. Now, what I did buy was I chose to get a Crunchwrap Supreme meal, large.
Wow.
That comes with a regular crunchy taco. I say, can you make that crunchy taco into a crunchy taco supreme? And then I added on. I got a Baja Blast, large Baja Blast. Still dripping.
Baby.
She leaking, soaking wet. Yummy, yummy. And then I need that. Can I?
Yeah.
Thank you. And I got my I added on. I always got to get chips and cheese. I just say chips and cheese now. I don't say nachos anymore because they go, which nachos? Which nachos do you want? I said the chips and cheese. Just give me the chips and cheese. But I got to get that every time. If that cheese is hot, it's hitting. It's all the way up. It's all the way up. Nothing can stop it. And it like my meal, it was good. It's Taco Bell. That Crunchwrap Supreme is one of the best things. Like it gives me everything I want out of an experience at Taco Bell, all in one. It gives me hard and crunchy taco. Yeah. I mean, soft and crunchy taco. It gives me their amazing tortillas. It gives me their amazing seasoned oatmeal-based meat, which is technically vegetarian, so you can eat it, Nick. And you already eat it, Nang, because you're not a vegetarian.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
But it that Crunchwrap Supreme gives me everything I want. Usually I'll try something new. I do like a fire. I like what's the one that has the hot Fritos in it. I like that. I like the beefy potato. That's one that I like. I like, but one I will have one beef. No, you go ahead, Nang. That's what I got. That's what I ordered. I ordered the Crunchwrap Supreme. That came with a soft, with a crunchy taco on the side, like fries. I got that turned into a Supreme, and then I ordered chips and cheese on the side, and I have my Baja Blast.
Mild got one beef.
A good order. Great order.
Yeah,
great order.
Mild sauce.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No. I just say I got the mild sauce because I like heat too, but I got mild because mild. The flavor of mild is much better than the other ones. Yeah,
I agree. Hey, Nick.
Yes.
Do you wanted this box of tissues for when you take your 6-hour break?
Okay, yeah, let me just grab one actually. All right, thanks.
You fucked it up. You took it from the wrong way.
Wrong side.
No, that was perfect. All right, let's do it again. I'll do it right. All right, hold on. I'll just take one.
Here you go, Nick.
All right, here you go.
Wrong side again.
You fucked it up again. And you're not supposed to use it on your nose.
Oh, it's for jacking off. That's what
it's for jacking off.
For jacking off.
They make special ones for jacking off.
Got it.
Softer, softer.
Carl, that's
a common complaint in the Mitchell household. Ma, these are too rough. I need the softer tissues for jacking off.
Instead of having like aloe in them, they have Jergens.
The item you were referring to that has the Fritos inside of it, I believe, was discontinued. That was one of the menu items that they got rid of. Is that right, Mitch, or am I wrong? Is it still on the menu? I couldn't find it.
The beefy potato Rito?
No, the one with Fritos in it.
Oh yes, the Fritos one may have been discontinued, Carl. I'm not sure if it was or not.
Y'all remember when Hot Fritos first came out? I was in middle school when Hot Fritos first came out, like 2003. I was in like 8th grade. And they were so dope. And then Taco Bell came out with that burrito at that point. They discontinued it back then. And then they brought it back recently, like 2-3 years ago. Or maybe even longer. We lost a year due to this fake virus. But what I want to know is, what is with the Yum brands that
great question.
Their restaurants are always discontinuing shit.
Yeah.
First of all, KFC, y'all know me. I don't super complain about fast food. I love most of it. But KFC, I don't even go to anymore because they just, every time I go, they've taken something else off the menu and they've just simplified their menu so much that it's not fun anymore.
It's like the Snap, but with menu items.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like this damn Snap.
And also with people too, might we add. Don't forget all the people.
They have to kill the person that invented that recipe when they discontinue it. It's really bad.
What's the other Yum property?
Taco Bell is Yum, KFC, and Pizza Hut.
Carl, we've been very upset with Taco Bell removing their items.
Yes.
It's been a nightmare. And KFC, we recently reviewed KFC, and they're hurting. I will say, I had the new KFC chicken sandwiches, and they are very good. They are very, very good.
I've heard this.
I'm scared because Chicken Littles have gotten so nasty over the past few years.
The Chicken Littles are not good anymore. It's
not
crazy.
Good. And then they took off. I know. Put an HB in the chat for honey barbecue wings. They took off the menus at KFC. If you missed the honey barbecue wings, put an HB in the chat. Is the chat lighting up with HBs?
Yeah, we're getting HBs all over the place. Look at that.
Okay, yeah. I'm not looking at it, but I missed. Where did Mr. Slice go?
I'm still
Mr.
here.
Slice's camera killed.
I blew my nose. I did the real thing.
Nose, okay.
Yeah.
I hate that they've taken everything. Also, I think Pizza Hut started the trend when they took away sit-down restaurants.
100%. And you know what, those ads right now, they have an ad that's running right now with Craig Robinson that is such a tease because he's sitting in an old school Pizza Hut, the parlor style Pizza Hut. They got the lamp and everything. I'm looking on eBay trying to bid this lamp just for nostalgic sake. I want the fucking Pizza Hut lamp in my home, my domicile, because I can't go out and get that experience in the parlor anymore. And he's just there, and it's like he's in this alternate reality where you can go to a pizza parlor and Pizza Hut sit down still exist.
What type of shit are you pulling, Craig?
What are you doing to me?
Craig?
I'm not blaming the actor. You know,
I am.
I think the campaign is an issue. The campaign is one big tease.
Also,
if you're going to do that, bring back the parlor.
I just want to say, people thought when I turned my camera off that I got a quick jack in, and also Nangle kind of made a face like you made like a De Niro. You made like a De Niro smirk at me. I was blowing my nose when the camera was off, just so everyone knows.
Okay.
I was blowing my nose.
Do you need another tissue, actually, Mitch? Do you want another one?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mind one.
I got one over here. Let me hand one over to you.
All
right, there you go. Are you going to get it?
Oh, fuck. I meant to do it your way. Here we go.
Perfect. Nangle, tell us about your Taco Bell order.
Hold on. I gotta blow my nose one more time.
Everybody put an HJ in the chat. Throw HJs into the chat.
I'm not jacking off. I'm blowing my nose.
Okay. To know about my order. Okay. I'm looking at my Postmates order on my phone. Okay. This is what I got on my phone. I'm looking at
I got it.
My receipt.
Wow,
I'm looking at my receipt. Okay. I got a quesalupa black bean, cinnamon twist, cheese quesadilla that I added tomatoes to. And I ordered a Mountain Dew Baja Blast Freeze, but it did not come.
Wow. Wow. Nangle, by the way, since you said say HJ, the chat has just only said HJ, even up through now. It's only been HJ.
Powerful person.
You certainly are.
I was reading these. People keep telling me to do the accent. Quesalupa black beans, Mountain Dew, Baja Blast Freeze, cinnamon twist, and cheese quesadilla.
Wow.
So I haven't had this stuff in a long time. And also, as I mentioned before, I'm experiencing fatigue from my second shot, which I wasn't sure if I was just tired, but it kind of like hit like a brick wall. So I'm pretty sure it's connected. And it's also kind of took my appetite. So that said,
they're still writing HJ. Jesus Christ.
Okay, people, stop. I'm telling you to stop.
and they're gonna listen to you. What the fuck? How do you have that power? What the hell?
If you
I
keep
don't know. I'm
if
the
you
only
keep
girl.
typing HJ so much, I'm gonna be forced to turn alerts back on. So just be
Wow.
careful.
Oh, stop!
That'll
I'll be an
show
alert
them,
every
Wags.
time we HJ. Okay, so the Mountain Dew Baja Blast didn't come, so I didn't get to taste that. I took a couple bites of things, but as I said, now I'm immune to a disease, so that's better. So the quesadilla, again, I'm still echoing into my own ears. That's why I keep talking and stopping and starting. It was really, really fried in the way where you took one bite and I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I took a second bite and it just all I could taste was the oil.
Yeah.
And I think that's more of a function of me just not eating a whole lot of fried foods lately. But I could see myself liking it on a non-vaccine day when I'm more acclimated to fried things. So that's my opinion of that. The cheese quesadilla, all I got on it was tomatoes. And I took like a bite and I thought it was boring. And then I took a second bite and is there a sauce, like a spicy sauce on it or something? Because it was good. Like it had a kick that I liked.
Yeah, they do put some sort of sauce in there on their quesadilla. And what you also have to do is ask for a cup of sour cream to dip your quesadilla in.
Yeah.
That helps.
That's
Which
a great
I
call.
would eat because I do eat dairy sometimes. So what I didn't do, which is dumb, was order any sauce. And I have sauce at my house, but I can't open the jar. So it's just sitting there for a couple weeks.
Oh, here, hand it.
Gentlemen. I just can't open it.
Carl's offering to open your jar of sauce through his cam.
Ooh. Okay. And so it was enjoyable. Like I can see really liking it. It was kind of just a very basic thing. And then the cinnamon twist I really, really liked. I feel like they should have come with some sort of dipping sauce or something. Do they?
No.
No, yeah.
Because they didn't. I don't know if they're supposed to.
Yeah.
But I thought that like if they came with some sort of vanilla dipping sauce or something, that would have been a little bit better.
It can help them. They can be a little dry sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, but first, what I didn't say, first, I took 2 of these Bean-Aids.
Wow. Wow. Bean-Aid.
It's basically Beano, which I don't think I've ever really taken before, but I didn't want to feel sick.
I feel like I should take Bean-Aid on a daily basis. I'm a bean freak, Wags.
I love beans. I definitely feel their effects. Did it work for you? Do you feel like are you happy you took the Bean-Aid?
Well,
That's
Bean-Aid
a
is
strange
bunch
question.
This is a bunch of beans raising money for Africa.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You're raising. It's raising
charity,
funds.
yes.
It's
a charity run by some British rocker.
Are you dying?
Am I dying?
From the second shot? Are you is the second shot killing you?
I feel fatigue. And also I turned my air conditioner off to not mess with the sound, so I'm hot. And I'm still balancing. And I was on Zoom all day for work. What was the question? Does Bean-Aid work? I don't know.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Great.
Wow.
Good to hear.
It's from the band that sings "I Don't Like Mondays."
Tell me why.
We should get to our final thoughts on Taco Bell. So, Carl, Nangle, both veterans of the podcast, you know how this works, but we'll each go around, give a summation, a closing argument, if you will, on this chain, on this particular dining experience, and end by giving a rating from 0 to 5 forks. Carl, we will begin with you.
Okay, so I've been eating at Taco Bell my whole life. I haven't had cinnamon twist there since I was a little kid. So that's nostalgic for me. But Taco Bell has always been the most consistent fast food. I've gotten bad food at every other place. And I love McDonald's. I love Burger King and things like that. But Taco Bell has always been the most consistent. They always got something new on the menu, but they also take a lot away.
Yeah.
And I think I'm criticizing all Yum brands, but we're just talking about Taco Bell at this point. With that being said, My Crunchwrap Supreme was bussin'. My chips and cheese. The cheese was hot. The chips were crispy. They wasn't stale. They wasn't old. They had the right amount of salt on them. Bussin'. The Mountain Dew Baja Blast that you can't get nowhere else. Bussin'. The Taco Supreme that I had on the side. Didn't waste nothing out of it, which is always a win. You know, when you can eat it to the side and you don't waste nothing out of it.
That's a deal.
Yeah, it's huge.
Bussin'. So that's 4 bussins. So I'm gonna give that Taco Bell 4.75 forks.
Wow.
4 forks, 3 tines.
Wow.
Tine system pioneered by Father Tine, Matt Selman, your coworker, Nangle, and now your turn.
My boss.
Your boss, and now your turn to share your thoughts on Taco Bell and your fork rating.
Okay, let me remember what I ordered.
Okay, great.
Okay. Quesalupa black bean, bussin'. Cinnamon twist, also bussin'. Cheese quesadilla, made it slap. Clap? Made it clap. Mountain Dew Baja Blast Freeze, Cornell. Postmates driver Cornell did not arrive.
Mm-hmm.
So, taking into account my fatigue, I'm going to say 4.5 spoons.
Wow.
4.5 spoons.
I love it.
Counts.
Spoons. No, spoons. It's
That's valid.
It's canon. It's canon.
A
4.5
valid
straws. I'm going to go with 4.5 reusable straws.
4.5
Wow.
reusable straws. Very, very good score. Whoever is maintaining the Doughboys Wikipedia, make sure you notify that. You note that. Mitch, your thoughts. You're a huge. I think I know where you're going.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. The beef quesalupa, Boston. The 5-layer bean burrito, Boston. All right, I'll stop doing that.
Keep
they
doing
were
it.
the beefy potato-rito, Boston. The cheesy gordita crunch, I'll give that a Quincy, Wags. It gets a Quincy mass.
Wow.
Is that better or worse?
It depends on who you ask. For me, it's better. I love Taco Bell. And I want to stay mad at it, but Wags, it's like you, my co-host. As mad as I get out of it, I still love it. I still love you. So what am I supposed to do? It's one of the best fast food restaurants there is. Just like how people got side effects from their shots, I never got a side effect from either one of my shots, and I gotta say, I never get the side effects from Taco Bell. I never get when people are like, "Ooh, diarrhea." We say this all the time on the show. Doesn't happen to me with Taco Bell. I never, as far as fast food goes, it's one that doesn't upset my stomach that much.
Must be nice.
People have always made jokes about Taco Bell giving you diarrhea. I've never gotten diarrhea. And I'm gonna knock on wood. Here's a bag of Palo Santo. I'm gonna knock on it because I don't want to get diarrhea tonight. I have things to do, and I got to come back on here once I leave the club at 2 a.m.
You're not going to get it, Carl, because I think that it's not really true.
It's really true.
It doesn't happen, and I don't know if it was the microchip that's injected in me, but the Taco Bell was hitting better than it's ever hit, and maybe in a full year, this is maybe one of my favorite Taco Bell experiences. 5 forks, Wags. It's a 5-fork restaurant.
5 forks. Wow.
What am I supposed to say?
What a score. I will say, I also too think it's the Taco Bell diarrhea thing is well-worn territory. It's hacky, and I'm not sure how true it is. The only justification I could maybe give for it is that sometimes I think that people who maybe eat Taco Bell don't otherwise consume dietary fiber. And so it could be like if you don't have vegetables in your diet and you suddenly have a quesalupa black bean, you might feel the effects of that. I did not, and I in fact loved that quesalupa. I thought it was delightful. I love the bean burrito, or I enjoyed the bean burrito. Prefer Del Tacos. The cheese quesadilla, fine. I should have gotten sour cream. That's a pro move. Wild strawberry lemonade freeze, fantastic. But for me, the star is that spicy potato soft taco. And yes, we've decried Yum Brands for simplifying their menus too much. the opposite of Unga Pachka. They're not doing enough, but they have brought this back. They have revived some classics. They have brought back they responded to popular demand, and the potato menu items are back. I'm so glad the spicy potato soft taco returned to the menu, and it was delightful. It was a highlight of my visit. The highlight of this 5-fork experience.
Wow.
So Taco Bell is now back in the Golden Plate Club.
Wow.
Will it hit the Platinum Plate Club with the second episode, or will it be booted out again? We're going to find out. That was our review in 25 hours. 23 hours? I can't do the math. But Mitch, that was our review of Taco Bell. And normally this is in the show where we do a segment, but we are a little time constrained here.
So we got something. Nick and I got something fun. We wanted someone to make an appearance on the 25-hour Doughathon, and we had a hard time getting in contact with him. But Carl, we talked to somebody, and they have a special message just for you, and we want to play it for you right now.
Okay.
Don't touch that mouse. It's your boy, Badlands Chugs, and I want to give a big shout out to you. Hey now, how's everything going? Well, I hear things are going great. And yo, before I go any further, I would like to just say on behalf of Mike Mitchell, thank you,
and Nick,
thank you for all your hard work and helping them with their fundraiser, the Doughathon, all right? And I heard that your show, Grand Crew, is getting picked up by NBC. Yo, that is totally awesome, man. Congratulations to you, man. Oh, man, that's an awesome achievement, and kudos goes to you, man. And, yo, we got to dedicate a chug to that, all right?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Mexico go.
Man, congratulations. But remember, Nick and Mitch are still your original bosses.
Yeah.
And you still got to tour with them, all right? Cheers, buddy.
Why?
Give it to me. Give it to me, Badlands. Give it to me, Badlands.
Oh, yeah. Stay hydrated, and congratulations, buddy. Oh, yeah.
We got to get, when we go to New York, first of all, thank you guys. Of course, I'm still touring with you. I'll never stop. Even I'm just going to be touring with a crown and a mink coat on. But we got to get.
Who was that?
That's Badlands Chuck. How dare you, Nangle? How is this
sorry.
relationship ever going to work if you don't know my interest?
I do know your interests. You make me burn that Palo Santo all the place. I hate it, but do it anyway.
Carl, we'll send you that video as well. But that we didn't want him to chug a Coke. We'd rather him chug a water. But there was only so much we could say in the space of and we try to hit everything. And I got to say, Nangle, we're not leaving you out either. Come on.
No.
You think we just got a message for Carl?
I did.
No, we got a message for Nang as well from someone you're a big fan of. Here you go.
Hey there, Christine Nangle. I heard you're a big fan of me, John Gabris, Long Island's own podcaster, comedian extraordinaire. So I want to send you this cameo. Congratulations on the Doughathon. Say hello to your human son, Philby, for me. And also, the request was to chug, so I'll do a little chug for you. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay. Nangle gangle. Nangle gangle.
Oh, that was great.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's
Who was that? Who was that?
That was John Gabers, podcaster.
If this relationship gonna work, you're gonna have to know my twin brother. Okay.
That was awesome.
So we were talking about people to get you a cameo of, and I was like, how about Frank Stallone from Philly? And then he got in trouble like the day before. He said some shit where he got in trouble.
Very problematic.
Very something problematic. So we went with an even more problematic guy with Gabris.
I loved it.
We have time for one question from the chat, just like a restaurant value feedback. Let's open to the feedback. And hey,
you're gonna be able to read as an HJ. It's impossible. You're not gonna see anything.
All right, someone in the chat give a question that's not just HJ or HB. Let's get an actual
Nick,
question. Yeah,
Nick, I got a question for you while you're looking for the question. I'm asking you because you went to high school here in Los Angeles, as did I. Did y'all have Taco Bell at y'all school?
So there was a Taco Bell adjacent to campus at my middle school.
Okay, but y'all didn't get like burritos.
We didn't have one in school. No, I actually talked about this maybe on a semi-recent episode where we had a weird thing at my high school, Long Beach Polytech, go Jackrabbits, where we had a kiosk. We had a kiosk on campus where they would just sell like McDonald's cheeseburgers, but it wasn't a McDonald's. It was very odd. Like they got them from a McDonald's and brought them there. There's some sort of licensing deal. But you had a Taco Bell on campus.
No. It was the same thing as that. They would sell them in like a window at the cafeteria. They would have We had Taco Bell, Subway, and Pizza Hut. And they would bring them all in, but they had these really good like chili cheese burritos, and I don't know if Taco Bell actually has these at their locations, but these chili cheese burritos used to hit so hard.
No, they used to have that. I think they again that was an earlier menu reduction. That was a great menu item. Fully agree. Yeah. Let's see. I saw a question on here that I thought was good and simple, and Nangle, you'll be able to answer this because you do eat meat. Favorite cold cut?
Yeah, love it.
Favorite cold cut.
Wow, favorite cold cut.
Favorite cold cut. Can I put this on screen? Wait, hold on. I might be able to do a banner. You guys can answer Mitch, go ahead and answer the question. I'm going to get buried in StreamYard and see if I can put a banner up.
Favorite cold cut is a tough question because look, sometimes you're craving an Italian sub, so like I like all the like salami and all that shit, but normally like the cold cuts I'm usually trying to be good. I'm getting turkey, and I'll get a Cajun turkey. I'll get a boar's head Cajun turkey. That's one of my favorite cold cuts. But I mean, like, let's be real here. I mean, what counts? What are we counting? Roast beef is probably up there, right? Roast beef,
right?
Yeah, roast
is that
beef.
A cold cut?
I think so. I think it qualifies.
You can get a cold cut. Yeah. There's a little corner store like deli in my neighborhood growing up where my mom would like cook a roast beef in the oven, and then she would wrap it up, and you'd take it down to the deli, and then they would slice it.
Oh wow!
I grew up in 1954.
There's now a banner going across the bottom of the bottom of the screen here.
I figured out both banners.
People in the chat are saying gabagool.
Oh, gabagool's a good one. I don't know exactly what that is, but I feel like it's something I'd like. Which one is that?
I thought that was
I think it's slur. A vagina.
It's a name for a vagina. It's a slur for a vagina. I will say that I have some fondness for old school bologna, just a round bologna. Bologna's great. And a bologna and American cheese sandwich with mustard and mayo, that's a classic Sammy. It's a classic lunch.
You take the red string off?
Oh, yeah. 100%. But also pastrami. I like pastrami. Even cold pastrami is delightful.
As a child, I remember in like my like brown bag lunches when I would go to school, I'd have bologna on white bread with ketchup on it. Isn't that fucking?
That's odd.
Isn't it fucking nasty?
That sounds gross.
I was a boy. This is the 80s. This is 1980. 1988. I was in school with a fucking I get bologna and fucking ketchup.
Right.
And it felt normal. I like bologna too. I probably haven't eaten bologna in years, Wags. Now you got me craving a bologna sandwich.
I really like liverwurst when I ate meat yesterday. Liverwurst with like yellow mustard on white bread. This is something I used to eat. But this isn't what we would call it lunch meat in Philly, but there's pork roll, which you would I think you would have to cook, but you would put in the microwave, put a little slit in it, put it in the microwave on a piece of white bread, and it was just like the best thing on earth. It's one of the only things I miss meat-wise besides spicy sausage.
Wow.
Sounds delightful. Carl.
What about that stuff that we ate in Philadelphia? Scrumple?
Scrapple.
Oh, scrapple.
That's like a breakfast meat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. y'all just made me think of something right now because I was like, oh man, I didn't know. I remember Subway used to have the cold cut trio and stuff like that. I never really called things cold cuts. But when I was a kid, Oscar Mayer used to have ham and cheese loaf, which was a ham with little tiny pieces of American cheese in it. And you just take one of those and on some white bread, colonial bread or bunny bread, whatever, and you throw some mayonnaise on there. I wouldn't really put mustard on it. If you throw some mayonnaise on there with just a piece of ham and cheese loaf, that was my shit.
Hell yeah.
HC in the chat. HC.
Wow.
HBAJ. If you remember ham and cheese loaf.
Get them all going.
Cut out the middleman with that. You just got the ham and cheese together. You no need to fucking add anything. That's perfect.
Yeah, that was my shit when I was a kid.
Wow.
HCs and HJs flying all over the place in the chat.
And also something that's a little too country for y'all's audience, but Hawkhead Cheese used to come from Oscar Mayer as well.
Wow.
They sold that regionally though.
What is Hawkhead? What is Hawkhead cheese?
Hoghead cheese.
Hoghead cheese.
Hog like HOG.
HOG, where you boil the head of a hog and you take off all the meat and make it gelatinous and things like that. And you eat it with a cracker and some hot sauce. It's good.
Yeah, I've had cheese in some contexts where it really works for me.
Guys, I have some news as we're closing out this episode.
Yes.
We're at $40,000. We're $10,000 away from the goal we set.
Where the fuck do you people get this money from?
What a haul.
Wow.
How many people are watching?
We got about 5,500 right now.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. You're going to get some highs back in the
chat. I feel shy now.
Yeah, I'm a little shy too.
Make sure you block anybody that call me a gabagool.
Well, that'll wrap up the first episode, the first block here for the Doughboys Doughathon. Christine Nangle, Carl Tart, absolutely. We're so lucky to have both of you. Anything you'd like to plug before you go?
Mitch, I'm gonna text you if you want me to come back later tonight.
I love it. I'll be around. Nick's gonna be around for a while. Nick may be on even when you come back. So,
I listen to the Flagrant Ones and Carl Calls His Cousin on the Flagrant Ones Patreon. Keenan just got a season 2, so watch that on Tuesday nights at 8:30.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
Do you write just for Keenan?
I write for Chris Rick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug Keenan, and I'm gonna plug the text that Carl check that out. And I'm gonna go to bed after this.
You might have cut out for your second plug, at least on my end. Do you want to give it one more time?
Oh, I want to plug the text that Carl's gonna send Mike later today.
Got it.
I'm plugging that. Check that out, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Those are private between us. Now I gotta say this. You know, you two are Doughboys legends. If there was if there were Doughboy cards, you'd be the legends cards, like in Star Wars. So we appreciate you guys coming on and kicking this off with us.
Much.
And we raised $40,000, and that's because of you two.
That's amazing.
So thank you both for being here. The second episode's going to be way worse because we're going to be fucking a mess. So
yes.
This is about as good as it gets. Thank you, guys.
We're peaking early, but that's fine.
Thank you. Thanks for doing this. Everybody
thank
donate.
you so much. Nick, no peaking early.
I love you, Carl.
Love you too, Nang. So good to see you.
You too.
See you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Wow.